Hey, everybody, it's Elizabeth and Joanne with World's Cup of Joe, Awaken Your Soul. We are here bringing you balanced energy for your twin flame connection. This is your new home to get that neutralized balanced energy so you can either draw your soul back in, or if you are already in communication, you can maintain a permanent relating experience with them based on your energy, because this is an energetic connection. So we wanted to go over today because there is sort of like this resistance when we talk to beautiful souls and they're seeing their people and maybe not the way the mind wants to bring them in. They're coming in the way soul is bringing them, which is through your energy. Soul draws soul. And soul's drawing soul because the energy is balanced. And then it's like mind is sort of questioning, well, why did they come in this way? And why, if I'm so balanced that I can bring my soul in these different manifestations, why is the rest of my life, why is my 3D life not looking the way I want it to? Why am I not manifesting my abundance that I'm supposed to be having? Why am I not manifesting my dream job I'm supposed to be having? What is going on and what is the point of this journey? And for that, my love, I want to really sort of address this because it's really common when we meet our person, when we meet our twin flame, the addictive energy goes so wacko, so crazy that all we can do is constantly be consumed 24/7 with thoughts and mind about our person, and everything else that was either a problem, maybe even an addiction, whatever was on the forefront of our mind before we met our person and the energy became so all consuming, sort of took, this back seat. And then it's like, once we start balancing the energy that this journey has brought into our lives, all of these problems that were there so in the forefront prior to our person starts getting reignited, starts becoming an issue again. And it's like, it feels like our life is sort of halfway balanced and in control and in the 5D. And the other's like, what is going on here? My life feels just so crazy. It's not what it should be. I feel like I'm on the cusp of something amazing, but I can't get over that hump. I don't know what's going on. And why is my life in the 3D not reflecting this balanced energy that I obviously have because my soul keeps coming in? And this is common. Your person was there to wake you up to this journey. The journey is not your person. The journey is you shedding the mind's layers that is keeping you away from being your truest, most authentic self, which is your soul. Your person is the reminder, the catalyst to bring back to the forefront that you are not your mind, that you are not your problems, that you are not the 3D dynamics that your life is representing and showing you in this time space reality. But you are so much more. You are the one that is the watcher. You are the one that knows how powerful you are. You are the one that can create anything you want for your life. You are the best version of yourself that maybe hasn't even fully manifested itself yet. But that's what this journey woke you up to become the best version of yourself. The one on that timeline that you think is sort of unachievable, that can be you right this moment, if you understand that it's already done. So Joanna, this is sort of a pretty deep topic, and we talk about stuff like this all the time because this is your journey, right? This is your journey becoming the truest version of you, which is soul. Because once you can step into and tap into that space of energy, that soul energy, which is love, peace, joy, happiness, enlightenment, all of these vibrations that are soul, your life starts changing. So what was changing in the 3D with your dark night and separation and soul recognition, where your life feels turned upside down, we get the same story in different versions from all of our clients. Oh my gosh, my life got turned upside down. My money problems took a dive, my career took a dive. All I could think about was my person, and the rest of my life sort of halted and became really, really this crazy shambles. There's a reason for this. You're learning to release the mind. You're learning to release the 3D paradigms. You're learning to release what we thought was us. And you're starting to embrace the you that is awakened, whatever that looks like. Oh my gosh, my dream has always been to be a songwriter. I'm going to take this leap of faith in myself, and I'm going to start writing songs. Or I've always wanted to open my own business. I'm going to shed this mind's limiting belief that I can't, and I'm going to take and I'm going to invest in myself and do this. So you're learning to really release what you thought was you and embrace the version of you that you thought you could never be, which you can. So the journey ends up looking a little bit wonky. And here you have your person that you're balancing, and they're coming in, but the rest of your life is not on track the way you want it to be. Well, that's because there's still layers of mind that need to be released. There's still these limiting beliefs that are not you that need to be released.
It's really crazy. When I was balancing, and I love this topic because this is totally a sign, even though the mind won't let you see it, this is totally a sign of progress in your journey. A lot of people don't realize that because they automatically judge the 3D and they don't see this connection for what it really is, which is an energetic connection. And so what a lot of times will happen is they base their magnetization, their manifestation of their person and their life situation, and they judge it based on what is in this moment now. And so in this moment now, as you are balancing, and the more and more you're balancing, your best life comes as well. But it isn't something that is recognized from the mind, right? It's really hard for the mind to recognize it. First, it's like, well, we're not in a relating experience yet, but damn it, every time I release and let go, I run into them. What the heck is that? And this isn't just one client. This is multiple clients where it's like we run into the same gas station. We run into the same store. They're contacting a third party who wants to see me. What is that? Why is it that every time I'm in this energy of soul, I've released and I've let go any mental, metaphysical, emotional focus on this person, I draw them in, but there's nothing happening. Like they're here, but now what? And then the mind's like frustrated and mad because you're not together, or there's no progress of them trying to call you or see you or date you. So what's the whole point of all this, right? That's the first thing that happens. So I remember, and this is where I was kind of balancing, kind of not, right? My person's coming back in, but we're not going anywhere. We're not getting anywhere. And this has totally been shared from balancing phase 1. So if you guys have been following our community posts, I just want to let you guys know there's golden freaking nuggets being shared there, my loves. Me and Elizabeth are both in permanent relating experiences with our person. They are permanently in our life. We both live with our twin flames, and they're not going anywhere. They're stuck with us in this energy. They literally can't go anywhere else, which is the same reason why those that are balanced, their soul draws them in some shape or form. Your soul just wants to be near you for some reason. Like I said, a third party will contact you at the exact moment when you've released and aligned with soul. Why? I don't know. It's the energy, and you're emulating that energy at each time your person comes in. The same goes as those that run into their person at a work event, or run into their person while they're in a trip, or they run into their person just jogging somewhere. Why? Because you're in soul, my love, and your soul will bring in the same vibration and energy that you are emulating and being. And so this is that place where you're in that, like, I really see it as like you're kind of in the first phase because you're bringing them in, but the mind's kicking in and it's judging how it's being brought in. But also at the same time, it's also like not okay with life right now. And that was totally me. I remember I was working in my 3D job. I felt like a piece of my soul was being given to the 3D job every time I clocked in to work. I really was. It was like living in this twilight zone, no purpose, no like passion. I was doing the same thing every day, every day, every day, working for the clock. I literally would have tallies of how many hours and minutes and seconds was left until I could clock out and not have to work. But then to come back again the next day and do it all over again.
I
Yeah.
never knew you did that too. For those of you that don't know, we worked at the same place for almost a year and a half on
Yeah.
my notebook.
Totally.
Every hour
Yes.
that passed, I would
Me
put a
too.
tally, and I would. That's oh
Me
my
too.
gosh! I didn't know you did that.
Totally did it. I totally did a tally. That's how you know that life isn't exactly where it needs to be right now. And so I was making a tally. And I love that we both were doing the same freaking thing. Love, we were totally meant to find our soul purpose through Cup of Joe and find this place. You guys, we want you to know we live, breathe, and just like we eat, sleep, and breathe Cup of Joe. Elizabeth was just telling me to take some time off tomorrow. And I love you guys so much. And I love what we do so much. I'm like, I don't even know what that looks like because it's not work, like sharing this love with all of you. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like breathing to me. It feels like existing. It's like being. It's so much soul. And that's why you feel that energy of soul, that balanced energy of soul from us, because we embody the soul that we are in what we do, in our interactions with our family, our friends, our twin flames. We are literally embodying and being the soul that we are. So when Elizabeth was saying this journey is about releasing mind, this energy is remembering that you are soul and forgetting that part of us that forgot, right? Releasing that part of us that forgot who we are as soul. And this is what our journey is about. So when I was counting down the hours, seconds, and time to clock out, which is it's so funny that you were doing the same thing, Lev. We totally were on the same vibe. I was doing that. There was a part of me that was like, I wonder if there's more. I know there's more. I feel like there's more in life, and this isn't what I want. I remember thinking like, this isn't what I want for myself. And again, mind you, my person was coming in and out, but mind was first like not happy with how he was not staying and not like trying to be with me. I didn't understand that, but that's just another element. On top of that, I hated my 3D job so much that I felt like I was giving a piece of my soul away, right? So that, all of that. Soul is not going to allow you to settle with things that are not in your best and highest good. And so as you are manifesting your soul, see, this is when we start getting deep, loves, and we want you to feel this shift. When you start manifesting your soul in some type, shape, form, however way, I really want you any of you, not to judge how your soul is bringing them in. Don't worry about the 3D. Don't worry about the constructs. Don't worry about the stories. All that's mine. I want you to recognize that your connection is literally energetic. And each time you're in soul, your soul brings them in. And that little bit of time where you're in soul and have completely released them, they come. Why? Because the connection is based on energy. And so that moment when you release and let go and align with soul, that is the most magnetic moment that you can emulate, not only for your person, because obviously they came in, but also for your best life. And so when I was in this energy where I was absolutely not permanently relating with my person, like I said, they were in and out, like as quickly as I brought them in, as quickly as they came right out. And in our balancing phase 1 in our community, the gold nuggets in there really, really share how when you get to balancing, the step of balancing, it's really hard to like go back to soul when they've come in. I don't know why. It's like all of the fears and triggers and mind stuff comes in, and it totally makes sense. because we don't realize that every time your soul comes in, your soul is bringing you more of itself, right? So it's going to bring you your person. It's going to bring you that soul purpose, where if you're not in your place of soul purpose, it's going to push you to the verge, the verge of moving through a way where you get to your soul purpose, or find a way to know and seek more until you get to that place. And that's where I was. So it was a really, really difficult yet really exciting time for me during that balancing first phase. And a lot of you guys that are still uncertain, like, why am I manifesting my person but nothing's happening? That very thing you just said, I've manifested my person. That's it. You don't need to figure out what's happening, because what's figuring out what's happening is mine. And what's figuring out what's happening is mine having a preference and expectation and judgment of how your soul is coming in. That doesn't matter. All that matters is your soul has brought itself to you to show you your balance, and you keep aligning with soul. So your soul could keep bringing them in. And guess what, my love? That's the same energy that brings you, again, your best life. And so here I was manifesting my person a little bit, and then not, and then a little bit and not. And I was going cray about it. And then I realized there was a part of me that was like, I want more. I want more. I know there's more. This job is crazy. I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. This is a Groundhog Day that I don't want to wake up from again. As in, like, I can't live this 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours, whatever hours you guys are giving away to not your soul purpose. Soul will reveal that, like, urge inside. It's like a calling that just says there's more, and you have to work on it every day until you find it, because soul is bringing you everything that soul is. Your person, right? A little bit. And your soul purpose, a little bit. Abundance, a little bit. It's gonna bring you all of what you are being. So if you're aligning with soul, soul's not gonna let you just F up and bring you things that are not for you. So if you're working in a place that you're not building a life like freedom with, right? And you're stuck and you're not happy and there's nowhere to go, soul's going to keep pushing that drive within you to allow you to create, to co-create, to make something, to shake things up, to align with you with the right people at the right time, at the right circumstance, without even freaking knowing it. And I really mean this. When we created Cup of Joe, I was sending cheesy emails from my work on, like, how to motivate people, on, like, how to stay positive. I don't know. It just came to me. And the email that I wrote, the title was Cup of Joe, J-O, no E, Cup of Joe. And it was this thing that I sent, and I remember feeling so freaking good about it. Like, my heart was open, all soulful, and I was just like, like, I swear, all I look forward to was writing these Cup of Joe emails to motivate and inspire my coworkers. And lo and behold, remember I told you guys, Elizabeth worked with me at that job, in our 3D job. She was on the other side receiving those emails, and it sparked something inside her. And so without even knowing, all of you guys, there's a part of you that wants to co-create with your soul purpose. And so I didn't know, but I now know my soul brought me Elizabeth. It was this thing inside me that just said, hey, there's more in life. And voila, on the other side of the coworker emails, Elizabeth gets my email. I remember you loved sending me a message and was like, I don't remember what you wrote. I think you said something like, hey, you need to do a blog.
I said this is like, I already feel like it's the perfect name for a blog, and you should do something like that.
Yes. And then what's so funny is when we created Cup of Joe, the coolest thing for us to do for our business was making a blog and making it like your daily Cup of Joe. But we didn't know at that moment when I was writing those emails, and that was a birth of being in that confused, balanced state where my person's kind of not coming in, and soul purpose wanted to also find its way to come in, right? What you are experiencing, my loves, all of you, is ways to get deeper in soul. And what does that mean? It means everything that soul is. Soul is free. Soul is love. Soul is being. Soul is who you are. And everything that is not soul, it's going to have to break down. It's going to have like a release until you become the soul that you are. And when your soul brings itself in and you start feeling these weird emotions and energies inside, that's like, what's happening with my work? What's happening with my money? It's almost like you got to break down all of the crap in the way, demolish it all out of the way so you can build your castle, right? This beautiful crystal castle that's readily available for you until you realize who you are. And so that's what your soul is trying to show you. It's trying to bring you what is for you, the life that you are living now in this place where it's bringing you your best life. And we don't realize it when we're going through it. We think our life is like the worst thing ever. I can't even figure out my twin flame situation. I can't figure out my life situation. I can't figure out work. I felt like crap, all that stuff. And what we're trying to show you is like, oh my gosh, this is like, I know me and Elizabeth on the other side, it must sound really cheesy for someone going through all this crap. Me and Elizabeth saying like, oh my gosh, you're doing amazing. We're so freaking proud of you, love. You're balancing, you're working your way up through the levels of consciousness. You're working your way through your soul purpose. You're finding ways to balance your soul more and more and more. And you don't even realize it. You don't even know it. Your person keeps coming in and you aren't seeing the manifestations for what they are. This is a reflection of your energy balance. This is a reflection of your soul trying to bring you more and more of what you are meant to do. Because when Cup of Joe was birthed and created for all of you, it was supposed to. It was created for all of you. And it wasn't something that me and Elizabeth like really thought about. It wasn't even thought about. It was more like given. It was given to us, right? Because even the name of our business, even the logo, I think it just was like downloads after downloads of what we were supposed to do. And I know it sounds weird, but that's the way soul co-creates with all of you. You're all stepping in the path that you're supposed to be stepping into without knowing that it's getting you to the next path and the next path and the next path. And an even bigger path where you didn't even imagine and can see all of this coming to you just from where you are now. And this is where the shifts happen, my loves. So if you are in your twin flame connection right now and you are nowhere near where the mind thinks it is, I want you to take a step back and just realize your soul is trying to bring you more and more and more, not only with your abundance, your love, your best life, but more and more of what you are, which is your twin flame. That's why your soul keeps bringing them. It's weird. It's so weird. Really, it's so freaking weird. Why does my soul keep bringing my soul when the 3D looks so weird? Why does my soul keeps bringing me like visions of me becoming like, someone that changes other people's lives someday. But right now I'm working in this 3D job and writing cheesy emails to motivate people in the 3D. I literally was doing that. Why? I don't know. It's a calling. It was meant to happen. Everything was created the way it was, so seamlessly. When I think of Cup of Joe and I think of the way we create videos for you guys, the way we create content, the way we create your products, my loves, the way we co-create with those in our calls, it's like a river. It literally just flows effortlessly. It is supposed to be that way. And so when me and Elizabeth tell you and share these truths with you on how we balance, it's because we've literally embodied soul. We practice this daily. This is something that we practice daily, and we too have struggles. We too find ways to have to freaking wooza our way back into soul. But this journey, my loves, is so beautiful. It's literally showing you the life that you've always wanted and didn't realize was possible. For me to wake up to this life that I have now, where I have ultimate freedom and I have an ability to co-create with my soul sister, is amazing. And I'm thankful I woke up in this journey. And I'm thankful Elizabeth woke up in her journey so that we can find each other, so we can help all you beautiful souls get deeper in your journey. We're here to show you and give you a path to the light on the other side that might seem really dark and crazy and scary. But I found my way out to the other side. Elizabeth found her way out to the other side. And we're on the other side guiding you and showing you, you can do it. It's okay. We were there too, my love. We were there too. And when it looks really dark, it looks really cray-cray, it looks like there's nothing on the other side because everything in the 3D doesn't match this 5D knowing, right? The 5D knowing that knows you're one with your person, the 5D knowing that knows you're abundant is going to change other people's lives. Why does it know that? Because it is knowing. It's in the knowing. How do I know that I'm meant for something bigger? How do I know that I share this one soul with this person who isn't matching it in the physical? How do I know that? I don't know. I just do. It's a knowing. It's innate. It's a part of me. And those are all parts of what you are. The more and more you are in that space, like I said, this is what we emulate daily. It's hard. There's hard work, but the journey is deeper and further than anything that mind can ever reach. And that's what the journey is trying to show you. Your journey is all trying to show you more and more of soul, more and more of what you are, more and more of that freedom, abundance, joy, and that peace, love, and joy that you were brought in this world to be. So even though the mind just sees a little bit of it, and I think a lot of people see it, they see it as like this, it's just my person. And that's the thing. That's how I was too. I'm trying to figure out my person while I was hating my life in this 3D job. And I didn't realize that it was my person. My person was the doorway to allow me to see beyond the 3D into my 5D downloads that I was receiving. And it was this awakening path that literally was guiding me in that light to the best life, my highest self. And I always say this to all of our clients, even to like Elizabeth. I really truly believe that we are our highest self now. I'm her. I have the best body now. I have the love that I am now, the freedom that I desire now, the abundance, everything that you are being now is literally your person, your life. What you are trying to get to is not only your person, but your best life. And that's what your soul is trying to get you to, even though you think it's just your person right now. It will bring you everything that you are without judging what you already have and always been, which is love, which is freedom, which is soul purpose, which is your twin flame. We love you guys so much. Bye, loves.
I love.